So in continuation on our different series where we are trying to widen our investor scope beyond just buying land and buying houses, and they feel like that's the only mode or model they can take if they want to invest. We've already talked about JV, joint ventures. So in this episode, we're talking about land sponsorship. A couple of you guys might be familiar with that. A lot of my realtor colleagues will be nodding their head. They already know what I mean by land sponsorship. But for a lot of you guys, a lot of you investors out there, we also want to widen your knowledge, widen your scope in terms of understanding the opportunities, the risk, the returns in doing land sponsorship in Lagos or even in Nigeria entirely. So in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this is Meet the Property channel, and this will discuss everything real estate, about land, talk about land titles, land documents, talk about land scams, talk about real estate companies, talk about off-plan, everything, talk about short-let, Airbnb. We discuss everything here. Basically, we just want to guide you better. We just want you to invest smarter, and we want you to invest so that you don't lose money. Because if you don't lose money, you are going to invest more, and we want you to invest more. So after watching this particular episode, I also suggest to go to a different playlists, maybe the playlist on short-let, the playlist on real estate companies, the playlist on Q&A, the playlist on interview sessions. We have so many topics. Anything that you are battling with, I can just tell you categorically that we have at least attended to it in one of our videos. So let's go straight into the topic and land sponsorship, everything you need to know from the risk, the returns, and also different opportunities there. Now, in case before we go straight into the video, if you have been watching our videos, this is our first video, this is your first video, this is your third video, this is your fifth video on our channel. You've been enjoying our content, free content, you'll be getting free advice. We want you to subscribe. I know some of you are watching our videos maybe on your TV, on your Apple TV. Kindly open your phone, open your YouTube, type Meet the Property Guy, just subscribe and continue enjoying your videos. We really want you to subscribe, because that's one of the ways that you can support us. That's one of the ways that you can give back to us. We always come out with these guides, with these free suggestions, free advice. Yeah, you too, pay back, subscribe to us. It doesn't going to cost you anything, because at no time, once we start rolling out membership, our videos will be categorized, and depending on the membership plan you only be entitled to some certain number of minutes. So kindly do subscribe so that we know where to categorize you. All right, so let's go straight into land sponsorship. All right, now for land sponsorship, this is one of the ways Ibejuleki boomed. When Ibejuleki came to the limelight, let's say Ibejuleki came to the limelight around 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, down to like around 2019. A lot of people became billionaires just within 2 years, within 3 years, via land sponsorships. Now, the entire noise about land sponsorships have reduced very much now. It's because Lagos is getting sold out gradually. So, but for Ibejuleki particularly, around 2014, 2013, 2015, for a couple of you guys that bought Ibejuleki in 2016, 2017, you are going to realize that a lot of the land that were selling in the market then, they were all acquisition in process, acquisition in view. Now, a lot of this land were sponsorship land. All right, now don't let me use our own jargon. Let me use the the most basic understanding. Now, when most of the people that owns properties in Lagos, these families, these communities, not all of them, but a large chunk of them don't have money, they don't have the capital to develop their property to an appreciable level. So some families have 100 acres, some families have 200 acres of land. It still happens till now. Go to all those Ekiti, go to all those Ondo states, even some part of Ogun State. Some families even have 500 acres of land. They are sitting on gold real estate, prime real estate, but they don't have documents, and they don't have the expertise, they don't have the connection, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the fund or capital for them to do this title or do this document on their land. Some of them don't even have survey. They just know the natural barriers of where their land starts and where their land ends. They'll tell you, oh, that particular so bamboo tree, or that particular river, or that particular swamp, that's where our land starts from. That's our boundary between us and so community or so family. So they have these natural barriers as the demarcation of their plots, but they don't have it in paper. They don't have a paper to show this is total number of acres we have, this is the shape, this is where it starts from, this is the coordinate, and so on. So developers, investors, they go to the family and they tell them, you know, this is your land. We know that you are the rightful owner of this land. Don't worry, we can help you add value to this land. So number one value that we can add to this land is we can do a survey for you to show the actual demarcation of your land. Now, we won't just do a survey for you. You are even going to register this survey in your family name. So now, but for us to do this for you, out of the 100 acres that you have, we are going to take 30 acres as payment for the survey that we want to do for you guys, and also the registered survey that we want to do for you guys. So the family can say, okay, makes sense. At least the land you'll be selling in 300,000. If you do registered survey on it now, we'll be able to sell it for 1 million. It's okay, all right. So do the survey for us. So the investor can now go on, do the survey, get his own surveyor, do the survey, register the survey, give the family, okay, you guys have a survey now, and then out of this your 100 acres, this is my own portion that I've taken, 30 acres. So some real estate companies or real estate developers also do this sponsorship for the family. So they meet the Oloriebi, the Bale, and they go on there that, okay, let's do this survey, let's do this document for you guys, and then we take so number of plots, and your land now appreciates because now you have a registered survey on your land, and you guys can now sell this land for a higher price. So land sponsorship is not only about doing documents. Now, some form of other adding value to a property cannot even be document related. For a lot of Ado Road, Aja, Ogombo, even some Gotedo, a couple of investors do land sponsorship there for sand filling. So some families have like 50 acres and it's all swamp, and they don't have the money to sand fill because sand filling costs a lot. So an investor can come there, look at the entire cost of sand filling the entire 50 acres and tell them that, okay, I'll sand fill this entire area for you, but I'll be taking 25 acres, I'll be taking 20 acres. They're like, okay, if you sand fill this land now, we'll sell it for 5 million again, start selling it for 10 million. All right, okay, all right, sand fill it for us. So it might not even be sand filling, it can be clearing, it can be road. So they have a particular property, but there is no motorable access road to get to their land. So an investor can come that, don't worry, I can do a bridge on this stream or on this canal or on this river for you, so that you guys can have an access road to your property or to your acres of land. But for this thing that I want to do, I will take so number of acres. So the entire model, the entire idea behind sponsorship is for you to go to people that owns properties in bulk, the actual traditional people, and then look at the value you can add to their property. This time around, whatever that you are adding as value to the property, they are not paying you in money, but they are paying you with land. Anything that the form of payment is land is a sponsorship. You get? Now, there are so many people that have become billionaires overnight just from sponsorship, because by the time you go to a community where their land is valued at maybe 500k per plot, and then you go there, you do a survey for them, and then the value of their land goes to like maybe 1.5 or 2 million naira per plot, and you are a real estate company, you can even sell as high as 3 million or 4 million naira per plot. You can see the difference basically. And then you do this, you continue it, and you do it in like maybe 4 or 5 places. So this is how a lot of real estate companies entered the Bejuleki market around 2014, 2015, 2017, down to around 2019. It was all via sponsorships. So a couple of them also help some of these communities to apply for government allocation. Some of them help them to apply for CFO and any other document like that, and they use land as a form of repayment. Now, land sponsorship is highly profitable, but as some of the people that are watching this video might also concur or might agree with, land sponsorship is also risky. A lot of people in the past 2 years have lost hundreds of millions for signing sponsorship deals, because a lot of families have turned it into a scam venture where they can sign sponsorship agreements with 4, 5, 6 different surveyors or different investors. So you need to be careful. And some of the mistakes or some of the common errors, particularly for Ibejuleki, is sometimes family will do a sponsorship with an investor where they want to give an investor his own portion. They will give the investor a location that is outside their own land or outside their own excision. Very, very funny stuff. A lot of things are really happening, but these are just like the different opportunities. So if you have access to some communities, they are baales, you have access to some families, they are olori ebis, it may not even be Lagos, it can be your hometown, and then you look at it that, oh, these people that owns like maybe 100 acres here, that owns like 50 acres here, this land can become more valuable. What can we do on this land? What can we do here? Can we create an access road? Can we do a survey plan for them? Can we do a COFO for them to add value to this land, and then at least just take like maybe a couple of acres back as repayment for whatever that you are doing on the land? Because the fantastic thing about collecting land as a repayment is that if you collect cash depreciates. But if you collect land as repayment for whatever that you are adding as a value to that particular community, as that community develops, the land that they repay you back with will also be increasing in value. So some like investors, after they collect this land sponsorship, they just fence the land. They will not do anything with it. They just fence it. They will wait for the family or the community to sell all their own land before they will now decide that they will also start selling their own. So, and a lot of other things that they could do with it. So land sponsorship is also a great opportunity for you to have access or acquire some properties just by helping the communities or the buyers or the families to add some value to their own initial estates. Now, for land sponsorship, you need a lot of background check. So never ever try going into a land sponsorship without a lawyer right from the start. And never ever try going into a land sponsorship without a surveyor right from the start, because a lot of the work that are the one that will do it. The lawyers, in terms of putting all agreements in paper and ensuring that the families or the buyers comply with this agreement, while the surveyor is going to help you with a lot bigger headache, because the surveyor that is going to measure the land, take note of the boundaries, take note of the location, the exact portion that they want to give you. Even it's very advisable that right from the start, before you drop any capital, they map out the exact portion that they want to give you, so that you are clear with where they want to give you. You measure it, you run a check on it to be sure that portion that are giving you is not like maybe that part falls under any government plan and then they want to take the free part. So you need a surveyor, you need an experienced surveyor in sponsorships also when you want to do this. Now, Lagos sponsorship is the trickiest in Nigeria entirely, but for a lot of other states you can still play around with sponsorship even if you are a newbie. But for Lagos, I won't really advise you that you do your first sponsorship deal in Lagos, except maybe you know IG and you have very top people in Abuja, because you go drag people. All right, so if you have questions on these and you are also weighing the opportunity and you are looking at the model, looking at how you can start, looking at maybe some locations, and you are wondering if sponsorship is going to work there, how you can approach the families, how you can do the proposals, you can drop a comment, and at the same time you can also reach me on WhatsApp and we can advise you accordingly if it's something that you should take up or something that you should just totally ignore. Now, the great thing about real estate is that you really have to understand that you have to invest, you have to learn investing by investing. It's not enough just to watch the analysis. It's just not enough to read it in books. You learn more the moment you are putting your money on the ground. But as I always advise, if any venture is your first venture, start with a low entry capital, so that whatever that you are going to lose will be small. Not like you want to do your first land sponsorship, you go and sign a 500 million land sponsorship deal, your first one. So it's better you start small, understand the market, the terrain, how families behave, then you can now gradually go bigger like that. So I know you have learned a lot from this video, and that's why we want you to give us a like. And if you have not subscribed yet, again, this is another reminder, we really want you to subscribe. If you have subscribed already, turn on the notification button. And as always, we know a lot of you guys always come to our DM to appreciate our work, to appreciate our content, and we still want more. We still want you to like support us more. We still want that encouragement more, definitely. And we still want you to continue sharing and inviting more people to our channel. So I still remain your number one property on the planet, your property advisor, your property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. Thanks for watching our video. I'll see you next time.